Welcome to University Guys channel. In this video, we'll be talking about UG Online Scholarship Forms, which is for University of Ghana students only. But before anything else, I would like to introduce you to our new playlist of scholarship that we'll be presenting to you live on our YouTube channel. So for you to access this scholarship list, you visit University Guys on YouTube. Then instead of scrolling through the system, you just click on the playlist that we have here. You look through our playlist that we have available. You see we have University Scholarship Guides, which contains the processes, tips, and hacks that you need to know in applying for any scholarship in this world. Scholarships are not free. They are not just giving you money for free, but it's seen as investment. All right, it's an investment that they are doing so that you give back. So applying for the scholarship, the kind of letter that you write, the proof of needs, and so many other information that they request for demands some specific information that you need to provide. You understand? So without wasting much time, you go back to the portal, then you see how you go about this. For this scholarship that we are working on now, you will have to be a student of University of Ghana before you'll be able to access this scholarship. You just search apply.ug.edu.financial aid, that is fin aid as we have here. You can Google it as University of Ghana scholarship. You will get the first link which says University of Ghana apply.ug.edu financial aid. So you will click on this, then this one will take you to the page. Now, this is our interface. You can click on get started, or you just scroll down for you to see the available scholarship that they have. This scholarship is for School of Engineering Studies Toyota Ghana scholarship. All right, and we have Axis Pension Scholarship, SRC Ibebua Scholarship, and the UG sponsorship itself. Today, we will be going through the School of Engineering Science Toyota Ghana Scholarship Award. You will click on Apply, which will take you to the login page for you to select. So here's why you need to be a student. Without this login, you won't be able to apply for the scholarship. If you're an SHS graduate and you've not applied yet, you cannot apply for the scholarship. You have to apply, get admission, pay your fees to get your portal logins before you'll be able to apply for the scholarship. At the point of entry, you have your student ID and your PIN. You'll be allowed to select the application type, which is a renewal of the application or a new application submission. This is our first time applying, so we will select the new application submission. But if you've already applied before, then you already know the steps, so you don't have to go through the steps. You are good to go. You click on new application submission, then we log into the portal. This is the homepage of the School of Engineering Science Toyota Ghana Scholarship Award. Before you start filling the form, there are certain things you need to know, which are the basic requirements that is required of you as an applicant before you be accepted or your application will even be considered. And like I said, we are not giving you money for free. Scholarships are not charity, but it's an investment that they are doing that you give back to the society, the community which you come from. On this playlist that we have on our YouTube channel, we have a whole lot of tips and guides how to write your application letter of intro, and so many things that you need to include in your application that will give you the opportunity of being rewarded with this scholarship. We will go straight to the application requirement. And before you can apply, you have to read this eligibility here to know whether you are eligible to apply or not. First, you are a regular student at the university. You are a regular student at the School of Engineering Science. And just like the name says, it's for School of Engineering Science, Toyota Ghana. So you need to be an engineering student. To obtain a CGPA of at least 2.7 at level 100. You should note, level 100. Or 3.0, that's for level 200 and level 300. So we have a difference there. 3 can demonstrate limited or sufficient family income to cover educational related expenses. This is where the real deal is. You have to demonstrate limited or insufficient family income to cover educational related expenses. It's not just writing a mere letter to tell them my family is poor and we don't really earn much. Our monthly income is this and my mom don't work. It doesn't work that way. It's an investment that they are doing, so you have to prove beyond doubt, and there are simple ways that you can prove that. Just subscribe to this channel, and the moment you post a video, you'll be alerted and get it first so that you can apply. Most of these are first come first serve. Universities and schools receive thousands of applicants application form that they have to go through. So the least mistake that you do, they can take you off. The fourth one is have the will to succeed and of good character. Have the will to succeed. Like I said, it's an investment that they are doing, okay? They are not just giving you money, so you have to succeed. Ladies are encouraged to apply. You are required to visit the UGS, that's the scholarship application portal. That's what we have here now. We are already in there. Read the eligibility page and complete the online application form with the required essays and documents. The essays are really important, and the document too. In addition, applicants are required to print out a hard copy of the declaration form and submit it to the Student Financial Aid Office on or before the deadline of Wednesday, July 1st, 2026. Applicants are advised against AI-generated essays. Applicants are warned against AI-generated essays. Okay, so providing essays that are AI-generated can be detected. Proof of registration and academic records, transcripts are all the recommended letters that you are supposed to provide. Financial aid for undergraduates. If you are applying for 2026, 2027 School of Engineering Science Toyota Ghana scholarship, please select new because you are a new applicant. And if you've been awarded the scholarship the previous year, please select renewal of application, like I said at the entrance. And you have any inquiry, you'll be able to call these numbers or email this one so that you'll be assisted. Now you click on start application to start filling the application. By default, some of the common information that you have on you will already be on the system. I logged in as Ruth Nkrumah, so we have Ruth Nkrumah, and this name cannot be changed. From there, you select your gender, your place of birth, the region, nationality. These are basic information that you have to provide about yourself. You've really not provided any information that proves that you need this scholarship. You are just providing them with your basic information so that they know you. School term address, here's where you provide a school term address, and if you come across any field that you do not understand, hover over this question mark here and they will provide this paper for you to understand what they mean. For here, you are supposed to provide where you live when school is in session. All right, room 3 voter or hashtag SHE hashtag. You provide that details for them to know where you stay actually on campus. That's why it's saying school term address. You provide those details, then move to permanent home address. This is where you stay. Then applicant contact details. This is where you provide your telephone number and your emails, your other alternative. Then if you have the student email, you provide it here. This is blank because we do not have the student email yet. That's why it's not here by default. The system is supposed to provide this detail for you. You select if you have any disability, then you move on to applicant employment history, where you provide your previous SHS educational certificate, name, telephone number, those details that they need. Will you be on a salary during this period? This when you are an employee, you understand. A whole lot of details goes into this, and if you need assistance with filling the form, our link will be in the description where you can DM us on WhatsApp. Then you respond by helping you fill this form. I'll skip most of this part, then we move to the important part. But after all, whatever you are doing, you are just going through the steps, providing the needed information that they need to be able to assist you or award you with the scholarship. Whenever you feel to a certain point and you feel that you don't have all the documents ready, you can save and you exit. This will save the entire details that you've provided and leave the rest that you did not provide. So you log back in to continue your application. Or you can save the process and continue. This will take you to the next page. If you leave any of the field out, which is a requirement for you to fill, you will get this alert which will tell you exactly where you need to provide the information. In this case, we left a lot, but it's only telling us that we should enter the place of birth. You click on OK, you move up here. This is the first point of contact here, and it's telling us to provide these details. Wherever you see the asterisk, it tells you that you need to provide that details. This is blank because I'm not supposed to provide that detail. The school system will pick it up for you to continue. These are the list that you will be providing, the list of documents needed. So after providing your personal information, you move on to family background, then academic information, where they take your transcripts, CGPA details, those details, your academic information, your department, wherever you are. Most of the field will already be provided now for you because this school system is supposed to provide those details. The school knows you, so you can't alter that information. Financial information. This is where you prove that yes, you really need this scholarship and the income that you are having, your parents are getting, isn't enough to support your educational expenses. Sponsorship information. If you have anybody aside your parents sponsoring your education, this is where you provide their details. Essays and attachment. This is where you upload all the needed documents. The essay is what you are going to write yourself, aside the document that they will request for, something like your birth cert, your WAS certificates, and other certificates that they need. From there, then we move to your parent or legal guardian. Aside your family background and providing information about your family, you have to provide a guardian, the person taking care of you. If the person is still a relative like your mom or your dad, you provide their details. Your second parent, then declaration form. This is where you are sent your declaration that yes, whatever information that you've provided is accurate and correct. Right after that, you view the entire application form to verify whatever details that you've provided, then you submit. This is how to apply for the scholarship. If you have any question, you kindly put in the comment below and we will be there to assist you. And you need assistance filling the form too, kindly give us a chat on WhatsApp, then we will be there to assist you. Thank you very much for watching and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.